Some animals do not run from death, they rehearse it. Others turn their own blood, bones, guts, and chemistry into weapons. The strangest part is that a few defenses only work after the body starts losing. Virginia opossum corpse performance. You corner a Virginia opossum, and suddenly the room feels like something has passed away in it. The animal drops, mouth open, teeth bared, drool leaking, breathing slowed to a whisper. This is playing possum, but not theater on demand. It is an involuntary shutdown called tonic immobility, and the body commits hard. Then the smell arrives. Foul anal gland fluid seeps out, loaded with the same final stage stink predators associate with rotting meat, including putrescine and cadaverine. So now you are staring at a stiff, open-mouthed mammal that looks lifeless, acts lifeless, and smells aggressively lifeless. No armor, no venom, no heroic escape. Just a bad meal warning that can last for minutes or several hours. Gumleaf skeletonizer caterpillar head capsule tower. You bite a gum leaf and Uraba lugans has already turned it into green lace. Then it molts and the weird part climbs upward. The caterpillar keeps the hard head capsule it just shed, plants that dead little face on top of its live one, and does it again at the next molt. Soon you are staring at a skinny totem pole of old heads, stacked above the head that still works. You jab at the caterpillar and the tower takes the hit first. A stink bug drives in its needle mouth and the dry capsules catch, wobble, and shove the strike offline. Parasitoids probe for softness. The larva snaps away. Creepy hat, useful hat, dead faces, saving the face underneath. North American porcupine barbed quill armor. Worse than wearing yesterday's heads, you grab a slow, bristling lump of fur and immediately turn your own bite into a trap. The North American porcupine, Orethazon dorsatum, carries armor made from modified hairs, roughly 30,000 quills across its body. They do not shoot, which is rude to every cartoon that lied to you. They simply detach on contact, so a swipe, nip, or face-first investigation can leave quills lodged in lips, paws, or muzzle. Near each tip, microscopic backward-facing barbs act like tiny anchors. Biomechanics research found barbed quills enter flesh with less force than smooth quills, then resist coming back out. No speed, no venom. Just passive armor that makes the attacker do the installation. And next, defense gets airborne. Striped skunk anal thiol spray. If armor made you regret biting, what happens when the animal turns around and turns the air itself against you? In North America, the striped skunk, Mephitis mephitis, carries 2 anal scent glands loaded with an oily, sulfur-rich fluid, especially thiols like 3-methyl-1-butane thiol. You usually get a warning first: stomping, an arched body, tail lifted like a biohazard flag. Keep pushing, and it can fire an accurate rear stream about 3 meters or 10 feet, with a maximum range often cited around 6 meters or 20 feet. The result is burning eyes, temporary blindness, vomiting, and stink that clings for days. The catch is supply. Only about 5 to 6 shots before days of recharge. So this is ammunition, not attitude. And if airborne stink feels unfair, wait until defense becomes a spreading wall of slime. Pacific hagfish gill-clogging slime. You bite a Pacific hagfish, and the ocean instantly attacks your face. Rows of slime pores blast mucus and tightly coiled protein threads into the water that was just minding its own business around your teeth. The threads are only micrometers thick, but they whip open for many centimeters, turning a tiny squirt into liters of cold, choking gel. Your gills meet wet wallpaper. Sharks and bony fish have been filmed biting, gagging, coughing, and backing off like they tasted a haunted loogie. On July 13, 2017, Oregon got the jumbo demo when a truck carrying about 7,500 pounds of live hagfish flipped on Highway 101 near Depot Bay and glazed the road, cleanup crews, and one deeply cursed Prius in white slime. The hagfish knots itself, scrapes clean, and leaves. The next one skips straight to boiling chemistry. Bombardier beetle boiling chemical gun. Hot, sharp vapor hits first. You have annoyed a beetle with a boiler in its backside. In bombardier beetles, especially Brachinus species and Phaeropsophis, the rear abdomen stores hydroquinones and hydrogen peroxide in separate reservoirs, while a separate chamber packs catalases and peroxidases ready to kick the mix awake. You grab it, the chemicals surge together, and the beetle fires irritating benzoquinone from its abdominal tip at about 100 degrees Celsius, roughly 212 degrees Fahrenheit. A science study in 2015 used high-speed X-ray imaging and caught the trick. The blast pulses, the chamber snapping open and shut like a tiny chemical engine. Then the nozzle swings around, even over the back, at ants, spiders, frogs, birds, or your hand. Next up, the weapon moves to the face. Texas horned lizard eye blood jets. You are a fox, a coyote, or the family dog, making one catastrophic snack decision. You crowd a squat desert lizard, and it fires blood from the corners of its eyes. This is the Texas horned lizard, Phrynosoma cornutum, and yes, the face cannon is real. First it may freeze, flatten, puff up, and jab with its horns. Keep pushing. It clamps blood flow from the head. Pressure builds in the ocular sinuses, and tiny vessels by the eyelids burst. Pop. Thin red jets shoot out, reaching about 5 feet. Canids recoil from the taste. The accepted explanation is harvester ants, packed with defensive chemicals, hauled through the lizard and weaponized into eye blood. You wanted lunch. You got ant-flavored nightmare juice. Sea cucumber Cuvierian tubule evisceration. The instant eye blood stops looking extreme, the sea cucumber opens its own back end and fires. Holothuria forscali, Bohaccia argus, and other holothurians can blast Cuvierian tubules through the anus or cloaca. In the Mediterranean Sea, across Indo-Pacific reefs, and beyond. These are white, spaghetti-like internal threads that stretch in seawater, turn gluey, and grab whatever came too close. You bite it, claw it, or grab it with a glove, and now you are wearing sticky living streamers from the wrong end of an animal. Some species add holothurin, a saponin toxin that can damage fish gills and red blood cells. Then the cucumber survives the mess, rebuilding lost organs over roughly 2 to 6 weeks. Next, defense gets hard, sharp, and made of bone. Hairy frog self-breaking bone claws. Now the weapon is not outside the body. It is the body. You pick up Trichobatrachus robustus, the hairy frog of Central Africa, especially Cameroon, with records from Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria, and the DR Congo region. The nickname is horror frog, which turns out to be underbranding. Breeding males sprout hair-like skin filaments along their flanks and thighs. Then danger hits, and the toes go medieval. Muscles wrench sharpened terminal toe bones forward until they punch through living skin. No keratin, no neat little nail. Just exposed distal phalanx, raw bone turned into a temporary claw. A 2008 biology letter study named Concealed Weapons, Erectile Claws in African Frogs laid out the mechanism. You grab this frog and its skeleton grabs back. Next comes burning chemical warfare. Iberian ribbed newt poison rib spikes. You grab the Iberian ribbed newt and its skeleton answers first. This little amphibian from the Iberian Peninsula and Morocco has orange wart-like patches running down each flank, each one lined up over a sharp rib tip. Threaten it and the newt rotates those ribs forward until they punch through the body wall and skin. Yes, the ribs come out. Then toxic skin secretions smear over the exposed tips, turning its sides into a rack of poison needles. In 2010, Egon Heiss and colleagues described the mechanism in the Journal of Zoology, and imaging showed those same spots can be pierced again and again without fatal damage. The skin heals, the message does not. Bite this and the ribs bite back. Volta's electric eel 860-volt defensive shock. You are at the waterline and the fish comes up chin first. Kenneth Catania filmed it with fake predator props, an electric eel rising out of the water, pressing its chin to the target, and shoving more current through the body it touches. That is not a bite. That is a wet jump cable with a face. This is Volta's electric eel, Electrophorus voltae, a Brazilian knife fish described in 2019. So no, it is not a true eel. Correct the label while it cooks your nerves. Its shock reaches 860 volts, the highest bioelectric discharge recorded in any animal. 3 electric organs stack roughly 6,000 electrocytes into a living battery wall. You grab it, the wall fires. You are the circuit. Neocapertermes terracua explosive blue backpacks. You grab what looks like a termite speck with two tiny blue backpacks and the rainforest immediately gets weird. In French Guiana, old workers of Neocapertermes terracua carry paired blue crystal loads in pouches on their backs. Specialized abdominal glands build those crystals over a lifetime, like the world's worst retirement plan. Then an ant, or you, grabs the worker. Bad choice. The termite tears its own body wall open. The blue crystals hit salivary gland secretion. Two-part chemistry wakes up, and your snack becomes sticky, toxic glue. The termite dies in the blast. The attacker is left gummed with poison and may freeze in place. Older workers carry the biggest loads, turning age itself into the colony's final weapon.